Hi, welcome back. One of the important things to check out for when we are modeling interior scenes like these is you can always try to import your own characters or what it will be used for. If, for example, this is going to be used for production and there will be characters that will be in the scene, import them in and see the relative size of your object or your environment, like the doors and the windows. Now, unless you are doing design for architectural visualization, then those accurate sizes or dimensions of doors and windows and buildings of all size comes into play. Otherwise, if you're not doing for architectural visualization, then if it's just for animation and it's going to be stylized, then all those dimensions do not matter. For example, I've imported a character into the scene and just the body size basically, and I have this as my character. Let me push that in. Okay, so when I place my character against the door, okay, I basically have to adjust the door itself in terms of height. If you notice, we moved the door from here, so I did that off screen or off recording. I adjusted the door just so that it's a little higher, just around here, and that should be almost its height. Okay, this character is around 6 feet 5 inches, so that's the regular height of a tall man. So I had this and I pushed the door up and did some adjustment in terms of even the width of the door a little bit wider. You know, the most important thing is what appears to the eyes. Okay, if you follow dimension accurately and the door is not looking correct or it's not looking proper, then you have to do some adjustment because you need to look appealing or to look correct or appropriate. So you can always import the characters to check the dimensions of your work. Now, another thing I want us to do is to look at the window. Okay, I've gone ahead to check the dimensions of a regular standard window, and what I'm seeing here is 48 inches by 14 inches width and height. I've also seeing 60 inches by 14 inches width and height. In essence, it's a wider window. Okay, this is a very big window. So this is the regular size that we're going for, either this or this. Okay, either this or this. So depending on where I want to have them. In my case, I might just go for this one, 60 inches in width and 48 inches in height. All right, so with the standard calculator, I'm just going to go down to length. I'm going to convert inches to centimeter because I have centimeter units in Maya. So 60 inch is around 152.4 centimeter. So what I just did is make a box, the regular just a box. Okay, this box I'll use this as the dimensions of my window. So the width here is going to be 152.4 in terms of width, and the height being 48 inches is 121.92. In essence, 122. So that height is going to be the depth in our case here. Okay, that's depth. So I'm going to use 121.92 or 122, either way. The height here is just the thickness, which can be any value you want. So this is the wide window of 16 inches by 48 inches width and height. So let's place that in where I want it to be. So I'm going to place that here. All right. Now, if I look at the relative size of this window with respect to my character here, okay, see, in a way, this is a big window. It's a wide window. All right. Okay, so we might go for this. If it's too big, then we go for the regular 48 inches square window. Okay. So One thing to remember is windows and doors have this, they have the same height from the ground. What it means is if you have a door, okay, that it's starting from this particular height here going downwards, the window will have, you start from that same height going downwards. It won't actually be like this starting from here or even lower than it. So if you check building designs, they start from the same height, okay, going downwards. So we are using that length as a measurement here to just put our window at that point, starting from the same height down here. Okay, so if that is where I want the window to be, that's fine. I will just go ahead and hide my character, and I'll do a boolean here, either a boolean or just pick this, the walls, and give it a hole. Let me isolate the wall first and grab this and delete. All right, now I might start to make or add other segments or lines, but I don't want to do that in this case. I just want to grab the ones I have, the existing ones, and just move them by the side. Okay, just going to grab these ones here and just move them, so that I will have I will not necessarily add some more edges that I don't have to add. All right, so this is the window. Okay, and I would have done the same thing with this side too and other side too, but that's what we need for now. Okay, so with this adjustment here, I'll grab all I have on the window frame and I'm going to scale it to have or to look respect to that size. So let's push this guy out. Rather, let's see how something here to adjust. Have this. I'm going to pull this one down. Okay, just so it's down there. All right, so if I have this and I think that's fine for now. All right, so here I'm going to grab my window and scale it down. Let's scale down a little bit again here. Yeah, so push that in this way. Scale it up a bit here, and yeah, beautiful. So I only need to change the height. I will not want to scale it in one direction this way, because that will squash some things, not just these circular rings, but also some of the height of some things I have here. So I might want to do that. I might just want to grab let's push this in a little bit here. I just want to grab all these. Okay, grab all of these, and I'm going to grab the vertices of them, grab them up, and push them there, just to be there. If I go down to my wireframe view on the front side of my quadrant, I'm just going to look at that again here. Okay, I'll grab the same thing on the lower part too, and I'll move it down to be on this line. So I'm just going to move it down here. So I'm looking at this. This is the frame. Okay, the window frame. This is the protector. So I'm just gonna grab this and put it down there. Okay, so if that is fine, grab the entire frame and just push it into the house that way. Leave it this way. Now, this is why I'm hearing it this way is I will give the wall some thickness. Okay, inwards that way. So that's just fine. Protectors are not on the outside; they are on the inside here. Okay, not outside here. Okay, in most buildings, in most designs, they are on the inside part of the house. So I might just flip this in Z direction and push that in to be here. So it stays here. Okay, so if I say this is fine, I think we are good with this. So this is now the window size. Okay, now if I hide these, I'll pick this and let's give our wall some thickness so that we'll have some thickness on this window size here. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to drag or grab, let's hide this window. I'm going to grab everything I have here, grab the entire thing here. I'll hold down Shift Control to add the selection. And grabbing everything here. So I'm grabbing all the walls with the floor. Though I don't even need the floor, I just need the walls. Yeah, these are the walls. So let me deselect the floor. So let me quickly do that. I'm gonna deselect the floor, select the floor. Yeah, so this is just the walls. Let me be correct. Yeah, except for this one's grabbed. Let's push that out. Let's see. Okay, so this is the walls. Now with this, I'm gonna extract this, break this out from its original. Break that out. That's extract, and with this now, let's grab all the walls. Sometimes you might have this as a separate object for the wall itself. Okay, depending on how I want to have it there, but for convenience, I have it as a separate object. Now I want to add, or sorry, combine everything here. Let's combine this. Oh, it's gone off. Okay, right, that's combined. Now I want to give it some thickness extrusion outwards. That's the reason why I had to detach or extract that from other objects. So let's say minus wall thickness, just like the wall, the size of a block. So let's say minus 20 is fine for now until we want to change that figure otherwise. So I'm going to flip this one direction. This is my wall. Okay, one thing you might notice is if we come back here and have it this way, this might look just fine, but the reason why I don't want to have it this way is because remember there's when we are going to light this, we will need some chamfer effects to be on the edges of our wall, which the V-Ray attribute I did mention earlier. So I want to attach this back to the wall. The reason why I did this thickness is because of the window. Okay, if we look at the window here, there should be some thickness so that it stays in place. Okay, that is why we have this wall thickness. And if you are going to build outside the house. Of course, we need this other side to be to have its own normals. Okay, so here before adding it back, there are some things I want to do just to be able to attach this back to the walls. So you might guess it right. What I want to do here is simple. I'll grab all of these. I can't actually weld these vertices here because of this face is not in conformity with this area. So if I delete here and I delete this area, right? If I grab this and hit combine, for instance, I'm going to reverse that, just showing you what I want to do. If I grab all the vertices here, so here, and I'll check I have 8 vertices selected. 8. Okay, I think more than 8. So now something there. Good. Now if I combine this, I have these vertices here. 16. I did a merge earlier, so this is 16 vertices, and if I hit merge, it becomes 8, which is correct. Half of 16 is 8. So now, if you check this, see that the vertices are welded, okay, together. So if I repeat the same thing here, we check this one, all the vertices here should be 16. When you hit merge, it should be 8. That's correct. But you can't weld this because of this face. All right, if I grab all of this, it becomes a problem if you start to weld, and that's not what we want, because you might have to bridge or cover this gap on the outside too. Okay, so this is a typical scenario. Okay, if that happens, if I want to cover this gap or bridge this, it might not just work because of the flipped face we have here. This is the flipped normals of the face. This is darkly facing outside, this is facing this way on the same plane. That is not right. So you undo that and try to delete where we know we can delete for conformity. Okay, so I have that down there for that area. I'm going to do the same thing here too. Delete here, delete this. Okay, so now that I've done that, instead of grabbing that vertices one at a time on all sides, I'll just grab everything I have there and hit merge. Okay, so it will perform its magic for us by doing the merge. I'm going to increase the threshold to 0.02 just to be sure everything will be fine there. So that's good. So this is what we have. We can still at this point go ahead to just cover these places. For instance, if I grab all of this and grab these two, if I do a bridge, that should happen fine, except that I still have some faces around here, which I imagine would be a problem. So let's take out all the faces we have there. Grab this and double click, grab this, delete. Grab this, double click and grab this, delete. Grab this and grab these two, delete. Grab this and delete. So now let's try the bridge all over again. These points it should work just fine because of don't have that there. Voila, and that's how it should be. Okay, so on this side too, grab this, G on our keyboard to bridge. That's the last command that we used. I'll grab this again, grab this, G on our keyboard should bridge that up. G, G. Okay. So if I just hit my model and hit fill hole, it will tend to cover this hole down here, which might mess up things. So what I'm going to do is to just grab all these other holes and just use a fill hole here, and that should be fine. Okay, so remember to save your work. And since we've done this cutout here, it becomes easy for us to just make another one here. All right, you just grab faces and bridge them. So next class I will see you. Have a nice day.